Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to this episode of Today We Learned. I think it's number 34, 35. I can't remember. I always do this. I get it. I want to thank you guys for listening again. This episode does not have a sponsor, so we're going to get cut to the chase. This episode features a very funny friend of mine. I've been trying to get her on the podcast for a while. Me and Dan hung out with her and her boyfriend on New Year's Eve, Nick Rutherford, who also was on this podcast a few episodes ago. They're really good friends of mine, really funny people, and every year New Year's Eve we have a huge blast. We always get like a huge party bus and all that. Anyways, she's a really cool girl. Her name's Jade Catta-Preta, and you can catch her on this season of Californication. She does stand-up all over the place. Really funny. You can follow her on Twitter, follow her on Instagram, all that hocus pocus. Really fun episode. Really cool girl. I'm glad we finally got her on. This is a really fun episode. As always, they're all really fun episodes, but you know how it is. Once again, I want to thank you guys for listening. If you can, give us a good review. Give us a star rating on iTunes. Share your favorite episode with one of your friends. And as always, thanks for listening. And enjoy this episode. Today we learned number 34 with Jade Catta-Preta.
Today we learned.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Awesome. So, welcome to another episode of Today We Learned.
Welcome back.
My name is Razzle.
And I'm Dan.
And with us is the very, very funny and talented Jade Catta-Preta.
Hello, hey everybody. I was told this was a singing podcast. That's why I joined. It's a singing podcast.
Welcome back.
Off her Broadway debut of Rent was due last week.
Yeah. Rent 2 overdue.
That's great. I actually just did a singing audition, and my agents were like, if you have time to do another one, it wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't spend 4 hours trying to do.
One and done. Put it on wax.
How do people sing? Where do they look? It's very awkward.
Yeah.
That's so goddamn funny. Jade, as I mentioned earlier, we like to start every episode off with the guest providing either a fact about themselves or something they learned recently.
Oh, fun facts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a fact that you learned recently...
I mean, they can be somber facts, but fun facts tend to test better with our key demos.
I know what you mean. I'll hook it up together. Fun fact about me, I have scoliosis. I'm a scoliosis. I'm part of the scoliosis group of people in life. Like, dramatically bad. If I bent over and showed it to you guys, you'd be like, you're a freak. Yeah.
I still don't know what that looks like. They always, in grade school, I remember
normal
seeing
spines.
Or straight?
Now imagine someone turns it into an S shape or some other fun shape.
Yeah, somebody had a joke about being like a Superman on the inside, and I was like, God damn it, I wish I wrote that. But yeah, it's basically just the curvature of the spine.
So it's horizontal or vertical? Is it curved inside or curved?
It's like this. This is how my spine goes for people watching. You go straight, and then it starts to go out like an S, and then it comes back in. So if when I bend down, just one side of my back just plops up.
Oh, really?
So you're like an insta hunchback.
Yeah, and if I don't work out my core, like they told me, they're like, you're gonna be a hunchback. So just go.
What a great way to scare kids into fitness.
It's true. I was like, ballet's my thing now.
Yeah, if you don't have a six-pack, you're gonna be a Quasimodo.
I remember they were like, well, you can have a brace, like when it was in middle school, or you could have friends. And I was like, I'll take friends.
What about friends with braces?
Yeah, right?
You can live in the gym or the clock
I don't
tower.
want a back brace. But then along with that fun fact, I read today that we are born with 300 bones, but when we die as an adult, if we die as an adult, when you die, you only have 216 bones.
Whoa, what happens to those extra bones? Where do they go?
They party away.
Sorry, I party.
They die off.
Yeah.
They disintegrate. I wish I knew more, but I just thought it would be a fun, like, people can look into it on their own and study bones.
That's awesome. That's very interesting.
If you want to die with the most bones,
you exercise.
Yeah.
Now, are teeth considered a bone?
I don't think teeth are technically considered bones.
Because
then
if you lose if you lose your baby teeth, that's technically like losing bones.
Yeah, that would make sense. I
don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know where bones go, but that's very.
I'm not a tooth doctor.
I'm not a tooth doctor.
Where have all the bones gone?
According to a quick Google search, your teeth are considered part of your skeletal system, but they are not counted as bones. Your teeth are made of enamel and dentin. Enamel is the strongest substance in your body. Thanks,
I
Google.
find that hard to believe because how come you can get cavities and all of that, but like your bones don't? I mean, your bones break, but that's
bones.
I'm going to stop talking because that sounds very silly what I'm going to say. But your teeth are the strongest. Enamel is the strongest thing in the human body.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so like, how come
your teeth don't contain collagen?
Okay.
And collagen is a living, growing tissue that gives bones their framework.
Okay.
So calcium fills the space, like the calcium in your bones fills in around that framework. Like there's a lot of similarities between the two.
Okay.
But teeth aren't like...
So future humans, if they evolve
they're not
properly,
as dense.
They're not as they're not as dense. They're not as strong as teeth.
So if future humans evolve properly, then our bones will eventually turn into teeth.
Well, I hope we call them humans as well.
Yeah. Listen, humans out there, if you happen to be a dentiste and know more about this,
If you're a future human out there,
or a boondoctor,
I have the worst teeth. You guys got, I got
You have really
teeth.
nice teeth.
No,
Are you
on the
fucking kidding?
outside. On the inside, they're like a homeless person's
Oh,
mouth.
no,
They're-
I'm the same way. My teeth
Yeah.
are smooth on the outside,
They're
but on the
good.
inside, like you feel it, and then they're all like weird, like
They're dead
like,
inside.
Yeah,
I have the teeth of a sexy young teen.
it's got like
But inside.
it's got like nub arms like on the inside of my jaw.
Oh, do you have fake teeth? Do you have a couple of fake teeth?
No, I have all my real teeth, but I had braces and they're all smooth. And from
braces.
the outside they seem like they're normal teeth, but like if you feel on the inside there'll be like weird like an elbow sticking out, and then it's weird.
Ladies out there, watch out.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I used to have braces, but I undid a lot of that expensive work by not wearing my
I like your
retainer.
teeth.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you got
Thank you.
good-looking
I made
teeth.
them myself.
You know, if you were like on America's Next Top Model, she'd be like, the thing between your teeth,
Yeah,
it's the space.
Your mouth is smizing.
It's smizing.
It's nice.
Love your imperfections.
You're smouthing.
Yeah.
Smiling with your mouth.
I never wore my retainer, but I do have the inside, the cemented
Lucky.
retainer.
That's why they're so
Oh,
straight.
nice.
I still wear mine when I don't want to have sex.
Sorry,
Sorry, honey.
my mouth has a headache.
That's very funny. That's humorous.
I wish
Like
I wore
at the
them
bow.
more.
Well, I guess we're talking about teeth. Talking about what? Do you have something? Dan?
No, I was gonna say I just remembered for today's show we're recording this on April the 7th.
Yes, bring this up.
So we're coming to you live from the past. Today is actually, I found out it's a strange holiday. You know, the kind of things people post like, "Hey, it's Facebook." Blah blah
Yeah,
blah. Today is National Beer Day. And apparently this is a real thing. It marks the anniversary of the signing of the Cullen-Harris Act, which went into effect in 1933, which permitted people to buy, sell, and drink beer, parentheses, as long as it was less than 3.2% alcohol by volume.
That's funny.
So just Corona is being sold.
Yeah,
everywhere.
pretty much. Now, I'm sure they've increased that over time.
Wait, was this when alcohol was illegal? So was this like one special free day? And people just
this
went
one-
fucking nuts.
Slurpee
I think
Day,
this-
like on July 11th.
Yeah,
you get
free Slurpee.
Slurpees, free beer on April 7th.
Yeah, Prohibition was repealed in 1933.
On what day? Does it say?
I would
April 7th?
assume April 7th. That seems
On that exact day.
Here's while you're looking that up. Did you know that if you have an iPhone and you ask Siri if it's a holiday, it'll tell you if it's a holiday or not? And the reason I know this is because like a month and a half, 2 months ago or whatever, there was a thing going on Twitter and like Instagram and all that where it brought light to it, and it was like, Siri, is today a holiday? And I can't remember it completely, but it was something along the lines of yes, and then it pulled up what it was, and it was like a anti-mutilation of vagina day or something. It was really
I
fucking
remember.
weird.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Did you post this? I remember seeing this,
I
and it was
posted
like,
I'm like, hey, ask Siri if it's a holiday, and it was a holiday about like anti-vagina mutilation.
I
or something
remember
weird.
reading that. That's so bizarre.
I live every day like it.
Hooray! Yeah.
That's what I mean. Is it like isn't every day
No,
that?
finally, the one day a year I can celebrate this.
I know. I just gotta say thank you every day for my vagina.
Thank you for not being mutilated.
Thanks that I still have my clit.
I
Yeah.
still celebrate.
But to step back a moment into our nation's past, the Cullen-Harrison Act was enacted by Congress on March 21st, 1933, but did not go into effect until today, April 7th, 1933. That's right, today.
Today is so that's when it repealed.
This day in history.
Okay, because it was
Wow.
only like prohibition was only for 2 years.
This
anyways.
was the first time that beer was able to be legally sold.
Okay.
So
That's awesome. April 7th.
in a
And there
minute,
you
yeah.
have it.
You say that it's like a thing, like you're just started selling that. It's like weed just became legal.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I've never bought it before.
Oh man, what does it do?
It's like when kids turn 21, they're like, oh, I'm going to go get hammered. Like, you haven't done that all
Wink.
throughout high school.
Yeah. You've been putting your dad to bed drunk. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just have a glass
it's
of wine.
Dad's sleeping juice. His homemade. What's the?
It is like that in Brazil. Like, you don't care about drinking. You really don't. Like, you become more social as a kid because
Yeah.
you don't. It's available, but it's like, I don't
Yeah,
wanna
well,
do
it's
that.
not like that forbidden fruit like it is for so many teenagers in the United States.
And I think that's why you have a lot of the problems, though, is because
Yeah.
it's all, you can't do this. And then
It's true. I agree. Like, so many DUIs because they're so scared of the
Yeah.
repercussions, so they don't tell their parents,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm for Miley Cyrus. Hear me out on this. I
like
feel
Miley.
like
I'm
it's
listening.
important for kids to be exposed to like sexuality being okay,
Yeah.
and like the things that are out there being okay, and then like having to talk to them about their parent, with their parents versus like sneaking and doing everything behind their
Yeah.
back. And so, I mean, don't be Miley Cyrus
No,
at 15, but
At
know.
21,
But she was
absolutely.
a great
Yeah,
conduit
totally.
for me to talk to my parents about partying in the USA.
I knew it. I went to her concert for my 30th.
Were you just being
I've
Miley?
seen those photos.
It was incredible.
I bet. She seems like, especially now, she seems like she's gonna put on a hell of a show.
I wanted to go to. She played at the Staples Center, then Anaheim.
Yeah.
I was busy both nights, and I'm a Miley fan.
Same.
I really wanted to go to those shows.
Yeah.
And I just lost track that she was coming into town, and it's like,
Bummer.
God damn it.
But I spent a lot of money and I had like nosebleed seats
Yeah.
and it was fine. I didn't. The animation by the guy who did Ren and Stimpy in the background.
Oh,
were
John K.
killer.
John Cusack.
Yeah, and then I was in the bathroom and some mom was like, "I feel bad. I brought my daughter to this and she's 15." And I was like, "I have a kid too." I just lied.
I brought 15 daughters. I must go.
It's like, well, but I was stoned the whole time I
Yeah.
was pregnant. I swear.
I mean, people rip on Miley Cyrus, but Bangers is a great fucking
I agree. I think it's a great album.
It lives up
shit.
to its title. It's full of
It's
bangers.
Bangers.
That's banging, is what it is. It's so goddamn good.
Oh, well, on April 17th, you know what you can celebrate? You can celebrate Miley Cyrus because it's going to be nothing like a Dame Day. I wrote down to celebrate the classiest broads you know.
Really? That's what it is?
It's to celebrate dames and gams, I suppose. I don't know. I imagine it's a good day to listen to like some
Just sounds like different parts of a chicken.
Listen to some Rodgers and Hammerstein. May contain gams.
Dames.
Mechanically
Dames,
separated
dames,
gams.
dames.
I like, where'd you get these fun facts? Is there just different parts?
This list I found on Mental Floss after looking into National Beer Day.
I love Mental Floss.
They
Great
also,
website.
April 22nd, National Jelly Bean Day, a.k.a. Clean Up on Easter Sales Day.
great.
Nice try, Jelly Belly.
All jelly beans are good except
Yeah.
popcorn flavor.
Oh, I would
Ooh.
take popcorn over licorice.
Oh, never.
licorice. Black licorice.
You either
So
love it or
gross.
you hate it. There's no in between.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Do you love? I'm gonna.
It's an acquired taste.
You love April 26th, National Go Birding Day, for bird watching.
Hey guys, if you're a big bird watcher, you should go to the LA River. 39 different species
I've heard that.
have been seen at the LA
I've
River.
For one day only?
Well, I've heard
One day
I've
only.
heard in the Atwater Village area. They have there's like an island or whatever. There's actual like trees and stuff
Yeah.
at the end of the LA River.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like it's actual like plantation and stuff where plants are. I've heard at the end of that. In that.
Wait, there's a
part of the area.
plantation there?
I don't-
There's a slave
Plants.
plantation.
Yeah, there's a
Sorry,
There's a
Sioux Plantation.
Sioux plantation. No, there's a whole
plantation.
ecosystem. There really is. The LA
Yeah.
River is beautiful. People don't
Yeah.
know about it. And actually, another fun fact: they're building a bridge from the Atwater Village to Griffith Park,
Really?
which is going to be
way.
this huge, this huge horse bridge. And they've spotted a blue-footed booby,
Ooh.
which they're seen in like
Yeah, no, they're-
Alaska or somewhere random,
awesome.
and they're in California now, just chilling, smoking weed.
I'll tell you hummingbirds fucking blow my mind.
Yeah, I
am
love.
so like every time I go hiking, I see at least one hummingbird, and it's so like I could look at hummingbirds.
Where do you hike? I like hikes.
I hike Malibu a lot, but I also hike a place by my house, Baldwin Hills Overlook.
Oh, nice.
It's down by their Culver City area. They got like 500 stairs.
Is it the
You got
stairs
Yeah.
that you can see from a
Yeah,
distance?
yeah.
I want to do that.
Those are the stairs.
Invite
I
me.
hike
Fun
this-
fact about
absolutely.
Los Angeles: there are tons of staircases hidden all over the city,
There are,
and
especially
a lot
in
of
Echo Park.
people, Echo Park, Silver Lake,
Yeah.
that whole area, people use them as great workout spots. So
Yeah.
look into it a little bit more.
Yeah, there's
They have trails that you can find online.
Yeah,
there's a really cool podcast I listen to called 99% Invisible, and that's where I learn a lot of stuff. Like, I'll bring up facts that I learned on here off of that podcast.
Yeah.
And they had an episode dedicated to invisible staircases.
It's such
And
a great.
So
thing.
dangerous.
They also, while we're doing it, I guess let's segue into I don't know if it's on this sheet or the other sheet I have, but they had an episode dedicated to Pizza Huts, and it was
I need help finding a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
well,
Please.
it was they on the 99% Invisible episode they made light of a website called Used to Be a Pizza Hut, and it's a blog, and it's all about different businesses that are now that used to be in a Pizza Hut, because the Pizza Hut had such you can look at a building regardless of what it is now and instantly know it was a Pizza Hut because of like the roof or the trapezoidal
The old red
windows.
roof they used to have.
It's like
So sad.
the architecture of Pizza Huts back in the 80s and 90s were very precise or very iconic, based on trapezoids, and so that was a really cool episode.
It's like now it's like, yeah, my gyno's in this fucking Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
Used to be
absolutely.
building.
They're
The least he could do is keep the oven working.
Red roof.
believe it or not, I do have some facts about the Pizza Huts.
Oh, I believe it.
The website consists of photos of businesses currently in old Pizza Huts. The vintage red
Like
roof.
Papa John's.
Yeah, the vintage red roof locations were designed by an architect named Richard D. Burke. He was a friend and schoolmate of the founders of Pizza Hut, the Carney brothers, and originally he wanted $32,000 to do the designing, but he ended up getting $100 for each Pizza Hut to subsequently open. So he's making a pretty penny now.
Yeah.
And it's that's based on the trapezoids and the shingled roofs and awnings that look like
That's
huts.
actually that's funny you bring up this website
funny
because
fact.
if you're a fan of this sort of urban decay, there's another website called Dead Malls where these people go inside these malls that have just closed down for whatever reason over the years and like take pictures of the inside. It's a really haunting, fascinating look at the orange Juliuses that never will be.
I'll tell you what, there's a mall, and I'm from a small town called Bay City, Michigan, and there's a small mall called the Fashion Square Mall.
That was a
Like,
fashion
why is there a
square.
fashion square in every
The
town?
Fashion
It's
Square
a
Mall was in
great
Saginaw,
place to find
actually.
cool
Fashion
looks.
Square Mall is in Saginaw,
Fashion.
where Mike Burns is from. The Hampton Town Center is the mall that was closer to me,
Yeah.
and that one's like I remember when I was a kid, it was hustling and bustling.
Yeah.
And it had like a JCPenney, had a Kmart, it had a Town and Country. I don't know if those are all over the place.
Say what?
I know, but I mean, it's when you're like 4 and it's just hustle, like packed to the brim, and then you go there now and there's like it's like a Chinese food place
It's
for
so
takeout.
scary.
That's
It's so
it.
Just
sad.
one man standing alone offering free
It's
samples
such a
to
ghost
ghosts.
town.
It is, and the people that continually work there year after year, and they just seen it. They're like, oh, the heydays of the mall, and then now it's like this dead.
Oh god, it's like an old like gold mining boom town.
Yeah.
Now you just have those sad little cell phone kiosks and the people selling light up portraits of Jesus with those waterfalls that move.
Not me. I go to Glendale. I like a busy mall.
Glendale Gallery. Yeah.
What up, Galleria?
Yeah.
I haven't been to a mall aside from like the Grove is a mall. I haven't been.
The Grove is an open-air mall. It's a shopping
Like
arcade.
an actual mall.
They're both malls. Yeah, go to Glendale Gallery. It's a good one.
Is it? It's like a mall.
It's a mall.
Yeah.
I gotta go because I miss.
Smells like
kinda mall.
consumerism.
The
It's good.
Beverly Center.
I miss big business.
I just hate the Beverly Center because the parking is like such an amor.
Yeah, it's atrocious.
You get out of the West Hollywood area.
Yeah. I like
out.
Glendale. I'd
Well,
like to live there sometime
okay,
someday.
bear with me on this segue.
Me
Absolutely.
too.
Parking at the Beverly Center is terrible. Finding a parking spot can be a lot like trying to slip into a tight space. What kind of tight space, you ask? A crevice. But did you also know? I'm sorry.
Now, where are you going with this? I still don't know.
Today we
Yes.
learned that there's an actual difference between crevice and crevasse. It's not someone just being...
Crevice is like a space. Crevasse is like a black child's
no.
name.
It's
Crevasse, you come over here.
it's a tinier version of an ascot you would wear around your neck.
Well, if you ever said it to me, I'd punch you in
Yeah.
the fucking face.
Oh, I fell into a
A
crevasse.
crevasse
eating some
is a
caviar.
deep crack in an ice sheet or a glacier, and a crevice is a deep crack that forms in rock.
Yes.
Oh, so it's ice versus stone.
Yeah,
Kind of-
like
Yeah.
solid liquid versus solid solid.
I would love someone to correct me one day. No, Jade. It's a crevasse.
It would be crevasse.
crevasse.
Yes, he's a linebacker.
Cleavon crevasse
Crevasse.
or crevassier.
Yeah, crevassier. That's what it sounds like. I'll just have a crevasse, please.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find
On
any-
ice.
I'm sure you can find all of these names and more in any of those Key and Peele sketches.
Oh, goddamn that.
You know
football
what?
player
Just
is
because they
something.
did it doesn't mean. Okay, you know what? I was making fun of black names my whole life. It's so unfair.
No. I'm not throwing you under the bus. I brought football into this, so that's on
Fine.
me.
I just Every town that I go to that's like a weird town. It started with Schaumburg. I was like, doesn't it just sound like a little
Chicago,
kid, like a little black kid's name? Schaumburg,
It does.
which is
it's-
just
it's-
P.S. a mall town. That's all they have. is a
Schaumburg.
huge
It sounds
mall.
like if there was a black duck on DuckTales.
It's
Schaumburg.
Schaumburg.
Schaumburg
the
sounds
town.
like he would be like weirdly full of wisdom, like beyond his years. Like I'm just
little
selling papers on the
Schaumburg.
corner.
He's the smart little. He's like the black friend on the cartoon where he's got glasses and he's like the scientist nerdy
Schaumburg.
one.
It's true. Tell us why, Schaumburg.
Well, you need to pay attention to other people's needs apart from your own.
Oh, he's emotional too.
Here's a interesting fact about ketchup. We were talking about food earlier, jelly
Yummy.
beans and all that. Some ketchup. Here's the deal. You know, you ever see?
McDonald's is the best instance of this.
Are we talking about like ketchup or Heinz specifically?
Ketchup in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever see it say fancy ketchup?
yeah.
Yeah. Here we go, Jade. Here we're
There's
about to
a
blow your
reason.
mind.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more.
Tell them what they get razzled.
Schaumburg.
For just
Tell 'em what they-
$3.99.99.
Some ketchup in the United States is labeled fancy. This is a United States. I don't know what the DA stands for. What is that? This is a USDA grade.
Department of Agriculture.
There we go. Dan said it. This is a United States Department of Agriculture grade relating to specific gravity, whatever that
like
means.
malt ketchup. Like you know, like a high
Are we
gravity
talking about
beer?
density?
Yeah.
Density.
Again?
Yeah, in terms of how dense or thick the ketchup is.
Fancy ketchup has a higher tomato solid concentration
So it's
than
thicker.
than other USDA grades.
Fancier.
Fancy, believe it or not, fancy is 33% solid. Extra standard is 29% solid.
Wait, what was the number? Say the number again.
33%.
Because okay, what's that number where you're supposed to hit the Heinz ketchup right on the number on the glass
That's
bottle?
57.
What is
Yeah,
that?
That's
What's
the number
that
of. That's the number. What's that? The number of
I think
varieties.
that's the number
they
of
offer?
varieties the number of varieties they have, I believe. It's 57 varieties, I think.
We've talked about this before.
And you guys, you know that Miss Heinz was married too?
John Kerry.
Mrs.
Thank you.
Butterworth.
Yes.
Yes.
Way off.
Well, now.
And then, so the fancy is actually 33% solid tomato ratio, apparently.
Yeah.
And here's something. The spelling catsup, the generic form of catsup, I guess.
Oh, catsup.
Catsup seems to have appeared, this is from Wikipedia, but according to what everybody who contributes to Wikipedia has to say, it originated from the Jonathan Swift.
The Irish satirist, author of such thrilling tales as A Modest Proposal, where he said we should eat babies.
So that's what catsup came
Catsup,
from?
Yes.
Catsup came from Jonathan Swift in 1730.
Thought it sounded cool.
He wasn't drinking yet.
You know,
There's no beer yet.
You know, teens are always using abbreviations like shaking my head.
Have you heard this
YOLO.
one? What's this new thing that kids are saying? Oh my god.
Turned
they're
up,
saying-
ratchet.
No. What about that butt though? That
Oh.
butt though, or like they say though, like as if
That or dat blank though
though
or
yeah.
doe.
Yeah, dough.
Doe a deer, female
Doe.
deer, or THO, like a worse like
It's-
Showtime with a list.
It's dough, but it means though.
Yeah.
D-O, but it
I don't know
means
who
though.
starts
I
that.
don't
I don't
understand
even know
it
what
is.
that turned up means or turned down for
Turns
what.
up
I
means
don't know what that
getting
means.
particularly crazy or crunk at a party setting.
I'm feeling old. Let's move on.
I'm 32. I'm older than you. And
You can
Okay,
find-
well, I'm feeling old for a woman.
You can find all of this and more on your local urban dictionary.
Here's while we're talking about food, I guess while we're talking about ketchup a bit. Iceberg lettuce. I'm not a fan. I don't like salads or.
Don't you mean crisp head lettuce?
Love iceberg lettuce.
Dan, I think I do. Crisp head lettuce gained the name iceberg lettuce in the United States in the 1930s due to transporting them from the east to west coast in train wagons covered in crushed ice.
That's
that's where they get it.
fantastic. Love me a wedge salad. Had
Yeah.
one yesterday.
Previously known as Titanic lettuce.
Oh no, they just kept feeding people while I went down.
Yeah, they just kept.
They
eating.
just kept.
The chefs didn't leave. We must
They're
make
just,
salad.
We have to cut this salad. I feel like it's kind of lazy when you get an iceberg, though. Like a
Yeah.
wedge, and it's just like a half a wedge. They haven't even cut the salad. I'm like, toss that salad for me,
Yeah,
would ya?
exactly. Like a wedge salad is the biggest cop out.
Which is a little fun fact. Well, everybody kind of knows this, but we don't really. But celery, you burn more calories eating it than it contains.
I can see that.
Interesting.
Is that why it's healthy? Is that why
Yeah.
you say
Well,
that?
it's most, but there's water in it, so
Yeah.
you get water weight from it.
That's why you got to counteract that if you're
With
trying to
peanut butter
bulk
and
up by putting
raisins.
some ants on that log.
Yeah, peanut butter and raisins crawling across that. I don't
Yeah.
like celery, but I like peanut butter.
Oh.
Do you like radishes? Here we go.
I
do like
but-
radishes, but I'm always finding myself wishing that someone had a fun story or fact or combination thereof
Well-
about radishes.
I'm in the same boat, Daniel, and I just
Me
wish
too.
I wish I knew someone, or we could have someone on this podcast that knew
Me
about
too. I wish I knew
radishes.
somebody.
Yeah.
I
Well,
really
maybe
did.
next time, guys. Thank you for
Thank you
tuning in.
guys so much. I didn't know this, but I was feeding my friend radishes because I told her that every time that I had a sore throat, they made me feel better. Just always just ate them because I thought they were crunchy and good and like they felt like water. Again.
Fraggles eat radishes.
Exactly. I'm a Fraggle in
You're a Fraggle.
real life. And it turns out that they do help with sore throats, and they're also great when you're like really hungover. Except when you burp, it smells like you're a garbage person because all the toxins come out because of it, and it's just really gross.
so it's like nature's cleanse.
yeah, a little bit of a nature's cleanse. So
Wow.
eat them up, guys. Put a little salt on it.
After today, radish sales will go up by 33%.
By
some more-
0.00001%.
Some more quick radish fun facts. First cultivated in China, and they spread through the northern hemisphere and Europe in the 1500s, and they reached Massachusetts with the Pilgrims, thanks to that in 1629.
Oh, wow.
Roughly pilgrimish.
Yeah, I think the Pilgrims were. I don't know when they're there. I know when Columbus was, but I don't know the Pilgrims.
I don't know either, but I feel like they stole everything from
like they-
China.
Yeah, they were sick.
Goddamn Pilgrims.
I mean, everything.
Thieves. They probably stole those hats. Where did they steal the hats with the buckles from?
China, man.
They knew a guy.
Everything.
Our once iconic image.
Yeah, that's why Chinese they switched to those like triangular rice bowls because the Pilgrims stole their.
Well, I think
Their
that they
hats with the balls.
used those because there was sun out and they were like all picking radishes in a field.
Oh, and other fun fact, 1 cup of radishes only contains 19 calories.
Yep, it's a
Wow.
great snack,
What if it's
ladies.
a big-
I always thought of it as a high-calorie snack.
No, did you? It's just water.
High density.
Oh wait,
Fancy
what,
radishes.
And, fun fact.
Fancy radish.
Fun fact. Okay, a question for you guys,
Okay.
all 3 of you guys. What fairy tale has radishes in it? Like
what fairy tale?
Harry
has-
Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's not a fairy tale.
It is to
That's
me.
a grown man
A
fairy tale.
If we're talking about
It's
fairy
a wizard's
tales,
journey.
is the Bible considered a fairy tale?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
Well, it
that's
depends who you are in the Bible, I guess.
Wait, is it
fine. Jacob and the Amazing Technicolor.
is it
Dreamcoat.
Rapunzel?
Yes, it is Rapunzel. Is there a
Yeah.
soundtrack? Woo! Thank you for remembering that. When she's pregnant and she's craving radishes, that's what he goes to the witch's yard to get.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. And that's when he gets in trouble, and
That's
his
when she's like,
daughter-
"I want your firstborn
taking your
daughter."
Eh, well, let's see what I can do.
She's like, radishes are only 19 calories. I can't.
We can make another baby.
and
fun.
they couldn't.
They couldn't.
Yeah,
According
that's
to-
it would have solved everything.
It's really sad. Fairy tales are actually really scary and
Oh, yeah,
weird.
they're
Like at its
bummers.
Yeah, well, especially the old ones when,
Yeah.
before they got all Disneyfied, where there was just a lot of child eating and just ways to scare
It's
the
true.
shit
That's
out.
what it was. It was like the Red like she just
Yeah.
got eaten by a
It
wolf.
was just a
And I
way to
think-
scare the shit out of your kids.
I think
was.
Rapunzel didn't she end up dying too? Like she got killed or got starved to death by the witch or something? I
Oh
can't
yeah, she
remember.
just lived in that tower
She
forever.
ate her hair
She ate
on
her
an
own
endless
hair.
loop like
And then
a
Hansel-
gross Ouroboros.
I'm
There's
fairly certain
nothing
Hansel and
worse.
Gretel actually were put in the oven and cooked by the witch as well. Like I think Hansel and Gretel were eaten, and it was like, don't run away. You know, don't I don't know. Hansel and Gretel were dropped off by their father. They were abandoned, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
God,
They're
what it
blonde children. They ended up
Apparently,
getting
there's
together.
there's one version of Rapunzel with the revelation. It ends with the revelation that the enchantress had untied Rapunzel's braid after the prince leapt from the tower, slipped
Yeah,
from
and
her
he dies.
hands, and then
He falls.
he
right?
falls
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she's trapped.
I'm ready for a fairy tale that's 2 gay characters. This is what I keep hearing rumors about, that Disney's finally going to release
Yeah.
something with 2 princes.
Yeah,
The
well,
2
there
princes
was
fall in love.
Frozen, that adorable love story between a
But
snowman
that was about
and a
sisters.
reindeer.
That was about
I'll tell you
sisters.
what
Oh, I
love
chose to follow the Beast story.
Okay. Well,
The
just when
Beast-
you think it's about the guy, it's about the
the,
sister.
the B story that commandeered all of the marketing
God,
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like I found that movie before everybody, and then it became
Yeah.
too much of a thing, and now I hate it again. But
I
secretly love it.
I hadn't watched it since it came out. I watched it back in November, October, whenever it came
Yeah.
out. Then I didn't watch it again until recently. I was on a plane, and I enjoyed it. I still
I
enjoyed
agree.
it.
I think it's really good.
I just I couldn't
liked
bump
it.
the soundtrack on repeat like the rest of America.
I did it for a while. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Dude, that song's a good fucking
Just
song.
yeah, but I like. Do you wanna fuck a snowman?
Oh, the
Did you see that?
parodies!
Yeah.
Parodies have been incredible. Will you help me
Yeah.
hide a body? Is amazing. There's one where it's just the same. Like, do you want to build a snowman? But they turned the pitch. They shifted the pitch down, so they sound
Right.
like demons.
Oh, she's like, do you wanna build a snowman? That's so funny.
That's a good one. I'll tell you what. I like how they made it to where like the princes were like bad dudes, and it was like, and it was just
I
about the
agree.
sisters.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
all about the
it's-
sisters.
But there's never it was really there was a twist. Like
Yeah.
expect it. You're like, oh, I
Yeah.
get.
Well,
I know
they
the
it makes
storyline.
you out. It's like, oh, it's gonna be a true love's kiss. Spoiler if you haven't seen it, but it's out on
Watch it,
Blu-ray.
yeah.
Deal with it.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I thought I was taken by surprise. I was taken by surprise.
Taken.
Taken too.
yeah, we don't want to pay any money to the fine people at the Liam Neeson Corporation. So taken by
I
surprise.
love it.
skills.
And then every time, of course, you have to think about God, him just butchering her name at the
Yeah.
Oscars.
The wickedly talented.
I can't. It makes me.
That's my favorite part. How he says
Delta
wicked, because
Sigma.
clearly he understands. Like, oh, this is a joke that I have to hit. Then he just falls apart on the name.
So funny to me.
But the thing is, she was so shaken by it. I
Yeah.
mean, she's a Broadway singer.
Uh-huh.
I've seen her live. She's incredible.
Won Tonys. Like,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
won
and she
many
would just
awards.
you could tell that, when somebody introduces you and just butchers your name when you do
Yeah.
stand up, and by that I mean every night that I do
yeah.
stand up, there is a part of you that's like, you motherfucker, and you,
Jade Caitlin Party.
oh, you have no idea. The Catta-Preta really fucks people up.
Yeah.
They're like, "Gah."
I even hyphenated it for you.
I think that's what it is. I think that's
broke
what
it
is.
down into syllables, fucker.
No, the hyphen is what makes people.
Oh, yeah?
And I
Ugh.
love when I'm describing what a hyphen is, spelling it out. I
Yeah.
say hyphen. I could say dash, but I just want to see who knows what a hyphen
Yeah.
is.
N dash M dash.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We just got quiet. We're done.
We
Bye.
got Bye. Good guy. Here's something I've learned recently.
Go on.
I was looking for on occasion I'll make like word shirts or whatever with iron-on letters or whatever. It's stupid. It's
All
fun,
the
it's
time in
whatever.
the day.
Sometimes I run out of paper, so I write on shirts.
Sometimes that's funny. I get it. I get things that are funny.
Like Captain America. I understand that reference.
That was a good movie, by the way. P.S. Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Winter
was
Soldier,
fucking
the winner of
amazing.
your extreme content.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
but anyways,
you'll be in for a treat.
I was looking up, like you see those baseball shirts where when I say baseball shirt, I immediately think of this. It's
The
got
three-quarter sleeve.
the three-quarter
Sarah
sleeve.
Silverman.
Yeah.
It's the three-quarter sleeve. The sleeves are a different color than the
And
then
it's
the
like white.
core.
and the sleeves go up to your collar. It's kind of like
Right.
an angle. That's not called a baseball tee.
What?
It's called, listen to this. This blew my mind. So if you want to find a blank shirts like that or whatever,
Yeah.
look up Raglan.
Yeah, Raglan.
Raglan. That's what those shirts are called.
That's so crazy.
Much
like
That's
the
a
lo-
great fun fact.
Much like how the long sleeve shirts with a couple buttons at the
Are
top
called
is a Henley.
Yes. And it's, that's
And what
it
is that? That's like a cowboy.
This is a Western.
Western.
shirt.
And then my buddy told me, I can't remember what it is, but it's not plaid, but it's like a plaid checker shirt that has a pattern.
Oh,
it's called
it's
something
tartan.
tartan.
That's or like an
damn.
original plaid from Scotland, like one of those patterns.
Okay,
It's
and then,
tartan.
and I learned this the other day too.
Whoa.
Seersucker. I originally used to think seersucker was just like blue and white striped clothing, but it's actually that's predominantly what seersucker is. But it's the fabric. It's when it's so light, some of it will bunch together, and it's light woven cotton material.
Almost like a linen?
Yeah, almost
Yes.
like that. And there's
That's why
spots
it's
where it'll-
traditionally worn in the summertime.
and
Right.
sometimes it'll like bunch together and where the
Right,
where
and it'll
the-
like wrinkle a little
Exactly,
bit.
it'll look a little wrinkly, and the common seersucker is the blue and white striped. But
I love
it's-
me some
it's
seersucker
more
pants.
So, it's more so the fabric of the light woven type of thing. So I learned that, and the distinguishing characteristic for raglan is it extends the sleeve extends fully to the collar, leaving a diagonal seam from the underarm to the collarbone of the
I
different.
love
color
it because it's
material.
good because you feel like, oh, I'm a little boyish in this shirt, but it's a little sexy because it's a little see-through.
I'll tell you what.
Got to really pick it.
Girls who can pull off raglans are so like raglans and baseball caps can be sexy to me. Like
I'll lose not a cap,
not
but
even
the
the cap,
rest.
but girls in that kind of
Shoes,
stuff.
one or the
One
other.
or the other.
Too
You can't
many,
just be like a big dyke on stage.
too many baseball accessories.
But yeah, I don't know.
And then knee pads.
I just hold
Don't
a
forget the knee
baseball. I
pads.
hold a baseball and I wear
shoulder-
shin guards.
a shoulder padded suit suit coat. Remember
That's the
that?
thing that annoys me. I feel like people are getting better at, like, girls are finally dressing like themselves on stage. Like, I finally am starting to feel comfortable. It only took 7 years. To like finally like, hey, no, I want to wear this on stage
Yeah.
versus like I have to have jeans and a t-shirt on. It's our time, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can dress and
I
feel
think
how
that's
you
what
want.
that song "Take Back the Night" was about.
I mean, yeah, don't wear a dress on stage, you idiot. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. You can wear whatever you want.
What are you thinking? Give her the light.
I just feel like I want to kick and stuff, so I feel like I need
Yeah.
pants. But
No pumps, no heels. Unless
I just feel like,
unless it's
yeah,
those
heels look
that are-
uncomfortable.
gang
Wedges.
colors.
Unless it's the wedges that look like tennis shoes.
Oh, you like those wedge tennis
Man, I'll
shoes?
tell you what. Some girls can like some of them are so gaudy, but it's like that's a fucking clever idea.
You guys, we just
Whoever-
won his heart.
This has been
Baseball
another
cap.
edition of What Razzles Into This Week.
Some girls can pull them off because some of them are gaudy, but like I'll tell you what, they're like, for those of you that don't know, they're high heels, but they're hidden.
I like them. They're
They're-
wedge tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Like a transformer,
great.
but
They're-
shoes.
They're
Yeah,
great.
it's
Steve
like
Madden
a-
makes a great
I'll tell you
pair.
what, there's some really cool looking ones. Where it's like, goddamn.
Hey, you know what? A wedge helps a leg.
That's just that.
He just has a
Wedges-
huge boner. He's
wedges-
into shoes.
I'm not gonna be able to get up for a while. We'll just record another one of these here.
He does every podcast in sweatpants.
He's actually not wearing any pants.
Any pants for our listeners.
Just sneaker wedges.
Tell you what, whoever came up with that though is making.
I agree. I agree. I
It's a
like
clever
I like
idea.
the movement.
Like I'm surprised it took so long to kind of come up with that.
Every time I try to buy one, I'm like, am I going to wear this? We're just going to wear sneakers or wedges.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, well, it seemed like a good idea at the time to buy these transition lens equivalent shoes.
I own a pair of boots that are like kind of grandma's couch pattern, and any carpet that I go on that is red based, I disappear
where are
into the
your
carpet.
legs?
I have to show you guys this picture. Maybe you guys can post it later, but
Yeah.
it just. I mean, I might have been on drugs, but also I was just looking at this picture repeatedly, like, where
By-
the fuck are my shoes?
By might have, do you mean most likely?
Most
Or-
likely, but you guys can see. Just something
God.
happens where they just blend into any
Yeah,
carpet.
that's a.
Oh wow.
Isn't
I
that
think it's kind of like a
trippy?
magic
shit.
eye, where if you cross your eyes and look at this photograph for 30 seconds, you'll see your
Where,
shoes.
that's
Yeah.
a real shoe.
That I'm wearing shoes in that picture. Yeah, we'll post it for you.
No
guys.
way, that's just your jeans.
I'm not kidding. I'm wearing shoes. You can see in the next.
Now,
picture.
podcast listeners,
Holy cow.
what you're hearing right now
Goddamn.
is us looking at a photograph, and it looks like instead of normal human feet wearing shoes,
These
like
shoes-
Jade is wont to do,
the shoes-
she has two stumps.
just stumps.
The shoes match the carpet. Like, do your
My
shoes
pubes are
match-
also floral.
Thanks, Grandma.
I'll post this up for you guys.
Yeah, that's so goddamn funny.
When whenever this goes up, we'll put it up
This will
together.
probably be up next Monday, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah, let me know. I'll put it up.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like you never know until you put it against the pattern, and then you're like, "Bleh."
Yeah, oh God, how did this happen?
Here's a fun fact while we're talking about shoes.
Oh.
Velcro. That's it.
Were you waiting for
Velcro.
Aristotle to drop
If
in
you
the
wear
sound
Velcro
of
on your
Velcro
shoes-
being-
Velcro is a thing.
You'll never get laid. The end.
Velcro, is that my problem? No. Velcro was invented by a gentleman by the name of, I'm going to mispronounce that. It's a Swiss electrical engineer, so Dan will be able to correct me here. But I'm going to say it's Jorge de Mistral.
I think George.
George A.
George.
Just George.
Just George.
I'm
George
gonna,
A.
I'm going to pronounce it. But
Switzerland is more in the German, French tradition.
George.
Than,
George of the Jungle. George de Mistral, a Swiss electrical engineer. De Mistral first conceptualized Velcro after returning from a hunting trip with his dog in the Alps in 1941.
Sick trip, bro.
After removing several of the burdock burrs that kept sticking to his clothes and his dog's fur, he became curious as to how it worked. He worked on inventing Velcro hook and loop fasteners for 10 years, starting in 1948, but in 1955 he successfully patented the hook and loop, eventually selling 60 million yards a year through a multi-million-dollar company. The first notable use for Velcro came in the aerospace industry, where it helped astronauts maneuver in and out of bulky space suits. And then eventually skiers noted the similar advantages of the suit, and it was easier to get in and out. And then scuba marine gear followed
And
soon
finally
after
folled by
Mentally
LA
retarded kids.
Yes, wearing LA Gear light up sneakers.
You guys, this guy is so loaded. That's like Romeo and Michelle when they're like, we invented post-its. Like,
Yeah.
it's just Velcro. Velcro just exists.
Exactly.
now.
Yeah,
exists, and it used to be. It's way prettier now. It like actually is. It's way prettier now. But when Velcro first came out, like if you look at old pictures of Velcro, it was literally just you still had the loops, you still had the hooks, but the loop part of it was just like a bunch of just like messy,
really
like
super fuzzy.
It looked like it was like ratty hair, like somebody didn't brush their hair in years, and it was just so ratty.
Now
and
they
fuzzy.
really have it down to it.
Really clicky.
They've stepped up their game.
Velcro's
stepped up
really
their
really
game.
grown.
It's really coming to their own.
But
Velcro.
it makes total sense about the whole burdock thing. 'Cause I don't know if you guys have ever been just like walking through a field or something, and you wind up and there's little like fuzzy landmines stuck to your legs.
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like. They're like little landmines. They're like a
The
mace.
tiny ones that look like a little bomb.
They look like a
Remember that
sea
play
urchin.
you remember that game you used to play where the bombs would appear and you're like, "Brr," you die?
Yeah, Minesweeper.
Minesweeper, yeah,
Yes.
they look like that. Those tiny little.
Just little of those, and they're so sticky and pringly, and they hurt too, like a motherfucker.
They kinda do hurt,
and
yeah.
they get all over your shoelaces, which is the worst part of it. But
Hiking's hard, guys, but
Yeah.
we've got to do it.
first world problems. Here's something I learned the other day too. Completely off topic. Well, I guess it's not, considering we were talking about Minesweeper and explosives.
There you go.
Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. I never knew. I mean, I know who Ted Kaczynski is, and I knew who he was, and I know what he did. But I was still a little young to be really too concerned or to look too much into it. But actually, the term Unabomber comes from is before Kaczynski's identity was actually known, the FBI used the title Unabomb, which is an abbreviation of University and Airline Bomber, because he would. That's typically who he would send the bombs to, as university professors and airlines. So that's where the Unabomber comes from, is the fact that he would send explosives. He would mail explosives to universities and
Scary.
airlines.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. Just a little fun fact there.
That is scary. That is scary. It's a sad note to leave on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's find a happy. Let's.
And on that note,
less
did
sad
you know?
What do we have any happy facts?
Well, 420 is also a holiday this month for many pot smokers, but did you also know it's Hitler's birthday? Wait, shit, that's a terrible fact.
Is it really on
It is.
420?
420.
Hey, you know what? Everywhere you go, you're gonna have discounts. So you go
Yeah.
out there and you get your card. You get your card. Last year when I went, or 2 years ago when I went to get my medical card, the doctor was wearing a Trader Joe's Hawaiian shirt, and I told myself, like, I'm not going to tell him anything. And then I was having a bad day and broke down and just started
Oh,
crying.
no. Was he a
And
good listener at the very
He was
least?
a great listener, and then he gave me one of those hugs where my hands don't go around him; they just are on the inside, and
Yeah.
he just squeezes all your body together. And I went the other day hoping it wasn't him, but
It's the same guy.
it was the same guy.
Was he
but
wearing the same shirt?
No, he was wearing like a doctor's uniform.
Thank
like
you
a
for coming to
schmuck.
Dr. Cool Guy.
Yes. You need a hug? Tell me all about it. I'm not going to tell him anything, but I had a hard day.
Ask me about my bong side manner.
But yeah, he really helped me, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fun times.
I recommend it.
Yeah, she recommends it for all you potheads out there.
Only if you have a card. And if you have
Or
anxiety
if you
or
are
lack of
afflicted
appetite.
with glaucoma or bad stuff on your DVR.
Or if you're in Colorado, just go fucking do it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
or
illegal.
Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado supposedly pot's selling out. It's like, what?
Yeah. And people
Because everybody can buy it, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Like,
which-
you don't need
yeah.
a card. You don't
no,
need a card in Colorado.
it's legal there.
No, people are buying just tons of it because, I mean, they don't know when it might change.
Yeah.
But on
they don't
that,
know when Johnny Law's coming.
wait, we should leave on the note of everybody should have an earthquake package together, you
Yes.
guys. That's a
Yes.
new thing. Get some money, put it in your house,
Yo.
get some mace, get some blankets, get some water, get some dry food.
Is mace to fend off bandits?
Yeah,
Or
I don't know.
coyotes?
You guys watch Walking Dead. The
Yeah.
scary part of Walking Dead is now that humans are
That
turning
can
on each
happen.
other, and
Yeah, it's true.
That's the scariest part. People are going to turn on you. The people that are going to have the things that are needed for the apocalypse are going to be the weirdo rednecks you don't want around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or the weirdo rednecks you want around because they
Or you
know how to
befriend them.
handle people.
Or you befriend them and you take all their stuff.
Every rose has its thorns. Every redneck has its Daryl.
It's true.
But that's the opposite metaphor. He's
Yeah.
great.
It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody should really be ready in LA if you guys live here and get your
Yeah,
shit
there's
together.
been we've had a string of them lately. There's a Twitter feed called Earthquake Bot LA.
Oh, that's good
And
to know.
every time there's an earthquake in the area, it'll post it and what size it is. And there's a city near Fullerton called La Habra that has like 3.0s. Like we had a big one a couple of weeks ago that was like a 5.7 in La Habra. And since then there's been 3s and 4s and 2s. all in that same vicinity. So if you live in La Habra, move the fuck out of La Habra.
Especially if you
Yeah,
have
La Habra.
vertigo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just feel like all they have is car sales over there. Get out of there.
Yeah, but Earthquake
Just
Bot
get it at
LA.
Galpin.
If you live in Los Angeles, Earthquake Bot LA is a good Twitter feed to find out when and where the earthquakes happen, and if you missed one or anything like that. And on that note, Jade, what do you have
Yes.
coming up? Where are you? Sell yourself to the listeners.
When does this
Where
come out? This comes
This will come out
out-
on the next Monday. Whatever.
Monday, so April
that-
13th, watch out for me on Californication.
Ooh.
April 9th, I'll be on Worst Thing I Ever Wore on E! And look at my Twitter at the Jade Movie, and I'll post some local shows on there.
Sweet.
Yes. Hold on. I'm looking at the dates. Do you have anything else after that? Because this is coming out on Monday the 14th. Sorry. So
Oh,
you just missed
well,
Jade on.
Californication, I'm on the whole season, so watch
Oh,
the season.
yeah. Awesome.
So pull up your DVRs.
Watch
Congrats,
the season.
I didn't know that. Good for
On
you.
demand it.
Yeah, and then I watched Worst Thing I Ever Wore on E! And I should pop up every once in a while, say something
Nice.
really not funny.
And then you can follow.
Was it the worst thing?
You can.
That was
follow,
the worst thing I ever wore.
And she's on Twitter at Jade Catta-Preta.
At the Jade Movie.
The Jade Movie. That's right. The Jade Movie. Now, how'd you pick that?
I did a weed podcast with Doug Benson, and I was spelling out my last name, and he's like, "Stop."
Okay. That's funny.
He's like, "I need something else." He's like, "You like movies? Me too." The Jade Movie. So it's stuck.
That's
That is
awesome.
a phenomenal
Jade movie.
Benson.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
right.
funny.
No. So yeah, the Jade Movie.
Awesome. The Jade Movie. As usual, you can follow me on Twitter at my name is Razzle2.
And I am at OsteoFerocious.
You can
and
follow
great.
you can follow the podcast at TWL Podcast, or shoot us an email, twlpodcast@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook. Today we learned with Razzle and Dan. Give us a good rating on iTunes. Give us a good comment. Tell your friends.
give
Share
Razzle a
this.
good rating on Lulu.
Give me a good rating. Ladies, give me a good rating on Lulu.
I'm on Tinder?
I need the help. I need the help on Lulu. Give me I don't care what the hashtags are as long as they're good hashtags. I don't give a fuck. It's still funny.
Hashtag I don't give a fuck.
It's so Lulu's so funny. Like if you have friends on there to just guess what they're gonna be. Like I have buddies of mine that, they have fun. They get around, and one of them's like really good rate. One of them's got a good rating, and then the other friend were like, he's got to be like a 4, and he was like a 4.4, and it was so fucking funny.
What's the scale out of 10?
10. It's
Oh
out of
shit.
10.
Okay.
So the hashtag.
I thought it was gonna be like out of 5. That's incredible. He's the
hashtags.
criterion of dudes.
It's so goddamn funny and wrong. It's such a dumb. You know what Lulu?
I
is?
don't know what it
Okay,
is.
Jade.
It's not Lululemon. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Lulu is an
Never.
app. Lulu is an app that's kind of horse shit because girls. It's for girls. You go
Girls
on
without
there.
With.
boyfriends.
or with boyfriends.
Girls that like rating people.
It's Yelp for guys.
Every girl.
It's Yelp for guys. Girls go on Lulu to rate the guys they've been with, and there's like hashtags like fucked and left or stuff like that. It's like
I want
cleans up
no
well.
part of this.
Hashtag paid with a group on.
Exactly.
He paid, though.
That's the thing is these. It's so horse shit. It's
Get
like,
off
it's
of that.
fucking-
That's horrible.
It's the worst thing. If you're a female and you're posting on Lulu, you're what's wrong
It's
with
like
the
when
nation.
somebody goes, has herpes, you're done.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
just get off.
Has herpes,
right?
but paid with a group
But paid
on.
with the group on.
So yeah, Lulu's
Velcro shoes. And now.
It's the worst thing for dating in Los Angeles.
But so give Razzle.
So give me good ratings.
Yeah, so pay it forward. Long story short.
Long story short, I've been a dick to women. No.
No, you're lovely.
I'm a
Thank you
very
guys
nice
for
guy.
having
Absolutely.
me.
Thank you so much for coming.
And as usual, thanks for listening. And
Click yes to rate this app now, or later to rate it later. I don't know. Seems right.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.